Oh, and there we go. The teams have begun. Sorry about that, guys. I actually forgot to start the time, but don't worry, it doesn't actually matter because I started it for them at the same point. Because I was too busy trying to look at the compositions, but do not worry. Just a few seconds, it's not going to make a difference. And also, you know, the difference is the same. It just like started them off at a different time. But here we go. Ken Glenna has been activated. CM is enabled. And they can just wait for Ken to spawn now. This is the classic strat. Because, of course, Glenna has to do a bunch of role-playing to actually do anything. So, yeah, there we go. CM has now been enabled for both groups. And let's see how this is going to go for both of these guys. Let's see how the DPS works out. The compositions are different. Will it be close? Let's find out. They're just about to get started right now. They need to be careful with that special action hotkey. Not pressing it will have a tendency to cause you to fly off the entire platform, which is obviously not exactly what you want. Wait, what happened there? Oh no, they're just shuffling.
Subi not pressing his key properly.
Yeah. No, that's not too bad. As long as it is very annoying, but as long as it doesn't cause too much chaos, it's not going to be an issue.
It's only when multiple people do it, or when there's greens that are really affect the team.
Exactly, yeah. If you get caught in greens, you have people going downstate. That's a really, really big problem on CM, of course. Like a really, really big issue there.
Yeah.
But it's looking,
especially since everything does a bit more damage and there's a lot more health. It just makes everything a bit more chaotic.
I mean, he actually has the same health. He has the same health on CM. The only thing that changes is actually the way the hockey works.
Oh, really? I thought. Oh,
yeah, he has 20 million on both. He has exact same HP.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah. That's the only thing that I don't think he even does more damage. I think it's actually pretty much the same except for that. Robo exposed. Feels bad, man.
I know nothing about the game.
Yeah.
Teams IA are a bit ahead. I'm not sure. Maybe it's the delay, but it seems to be pretty close between the two guilds, though.
Yes, DPS is looking very close here, but definitely close. 100%. Ooh, ports coming out here. Not exactly what they want. No, still looking very close, I'd say. They're both on about 50% right now. Both on about 50%. I think this is going to be a very close kill here. To be quite honest with you. There's really not a lot in it right now. And we'll have to see if there's any differences in how they can do the skips, like the little time saves between the bosses, that can create some distance between these two guilds. Because right now, there really isn't a lot of distance at all. I think they are very, very, very close indeed, in fact. Very, very close. Both teams dealing with all this agony very well. Maybe one downstate might be coming in for QT. That Mirage has agony. Oh, one does go. I think he believe he got killed by agony, but there is the distort res for that.
QT taking a bit of damage here.
Yeah.
They get their res off quite quickly throughout the tournament.
In res discipline is absolutely paramount in stuff like this. Like you have to do it. But I think that little bit of a mishap has allowed IA to crawl into the lead a little bit. Very, very close.
Very minimal, though.
Yeah. Very, very minimal. It is a very, very close one here. That's for sure.
Everything seems to be getting a bit more chaotic for both guilds.
Yeah, it has a tendency to happen on Can CM. When you have those three agonies, things get a lot more hectic. Topping people off becomes a little bit more difficult, and then you've got to be thinking about the hotkey as well. It can divulge into chaos very, very quickly. But IA, I think, with about a 5% lead right now. Maybe that Daredevil, that extra deeps. Getting some extra deeps, like a slight composition advantage for IA. You have to bear in mind, though, that might cause their downfall later on, though, right? They may have some more issues, like they might not have access to a class that they need later on. That's it. IA is going to take it down. They're going to ban their Daredevil and the Tempest. Going on to, while they move on to Mercer Overseer.
I'm back. Did I miss something?
No, just Ken. Okay. Both teams have now finished it off. Pretty much. QT just finishing up now.
1%.
Yep, there it is. It is now dead. And what are they going to ban? They are going to ban the Mirage and the Renegade. Okay, so yeah, but very straightforward. Very straightforward bans there for QT. Exactly what you would expect.
Kind of using them as fodder.
Yeah, well, to a certain extent. But Renegade and Mirage are both really, really strong on that boss anyway. And not great on all the other ones. Like, so, you might want a Renegade on Demos maybe, but you probably just want to stack Weavers. So it's... It's the only place that's really that good for it, because we're going to obviously be seeing Scourges. We're going to be seeing Scourges now on my site Overseer. A Reaper, yeah, I think a Reaper is obviously going to be a good choice because you can use that as a ban fodder, right? It still has basically the same DPS as Scourge, but it also has that Epidemic, and that means you can just use it because you would never use a Reaper. Like, in fact, we're probably going to see Scourge Reaper ban here, like, because you wouldn't use that anywhere else. That's the way. And CM is now enabled. IA just about to get started. We're going to begin their preparations from our Overseer. CM
just doing the role play.
Yep. Got some portals set up for some role playing.
Just a bit behind.
Yep.
Just getting in place.
And it's going to be 8-man, I think. Yep, 8-man Mersat Overseer at CM for IA. No, don't lag. Wait, what's happening? Oh, sorry. Yeah, bit of stream lag there. A little bit of stream lag, but not too bad. It's offset the timer a little bit, but don't worry about that, guys. We'll have a good time nonetheless. Moving the boss up, getting ready for those little Jade Knights to be epidemicked, and they are. Then they can move back central, so they can stay nice and close to everything so they don't die. And there's the first blue is now spawning. QT now initiating. Only about 15% behind. Not long at all. I think they're probably running a very similar composition. Is there a Reaper in there? Yeah, I think.
I still taking a Hollowsmith, and QT I think have just a bit more Condis. They have four Necros instead.
Yeah. I think that probably works out a little bit better. Like 4 Necros is probably a bit better, maybe.
No, I'd say that's probably going to be a slightly higher DPS, but I'm not sure. I have the advantage right now anyway.
Yeah. Interesting tank strat here for QT. Instead of saying central, they're actually going to a corner. What do you think about that? I don't think I've seen that, really. I'm curious.
I'm not sure what to say, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I don't think it makes too much difference because, of course, if for every 4 squares you get a blue anyway, so no matter what happens, you'll always be fine as long as you're within 4, like in the center of 4 squares. In the center of 4 tiles, you're always going to be okay anyway because of the way the challenge mode works. But an interesting little variation in the play.
Only corner and middle 4 squares.
Oh, well, yeah. The side, yeah. It has to be one of the quadrants, right? You can't just pick any random. Most of the 4s. But yeah, IA seem to be actually lengthening their lead, actually.
Yeah, they seem to be, I don't know, seems to be doing accelerating a bit faster than QT. Make that damage.
Damage very, very strong from IA. And they're
very good.
Yeah,
making sure they get out of. Yeah, very good. Making sure they step in the blue before the spikes go. Yeah,
timing's not too bad for IA. It looked a little bit scary there, but it wasn't that scary. It was a bit scary, but not that scary. IA are almost done here. They're on the home run. They just need a few more good eppies and maybe hopefully not getting completely screwed over by the spikes and the blues, and they should be okay. QT moving around the room quite a lot.
Oh, that's risky.
That was. I actually have 1 dead.
Yeah, I think they used the protect there just to make sure they survived, and it got very, very close, and they did lose 1. But I think that shouldn't matter too much, right? I don't think that's going to matter.
I think they're too deep into the boss for it to really make that much of a difference.
I think they should be okay here. I don't see them wiping here, honestly. They just need another 5% or something like that, and they still have most of their players alive. That blue, though, oh no, you got to be kidding me.
A lot dead. Only 4 alive now.
No. Surely.
Shit.
No, they're okay. They're okay. Oh my God, no! You got to be kidding me. No.
Oh my God, no! They've wiped.
No. 1%.
QT have a massive advantage.
You got to be kidding me. I can't believe that. I can't believe that happened.
Easily avoided, though. There's no excuse.
IA, man, that hurts.
Well, you never know. Like Samrock CM, things can get pretty messy if it's not done properly.
Yeah. It absolutely can. I mean, there's plenty of potential for IA to catch back up here with a few problems with QT going into the remainder of the tournament, but that hurts. Like, what? I don't even know what that percentage was. It was about 0.1% or something. It was.
Oh shit.
No, QT have protect. They have protect. They have protect, and that's it. I mean, QT's going to take them down. They're going to be moving on to Samrog here, guys. CM, no. Yeah, Samrog CM. Certainly, probably. I'd say probably the most challenging. They banned Reaper and Spellbreaker.
Spellbreaker.
Yeah. So this will allow them to have probably Berserker and Base Warrior for the other. Berserker or Base Warrior, whatever they decide to go for. But yeah, just a few relogs, and they're going to be moving on to Samrog CM right now. QT given a new lease of life, right? A new lease of life in the tournament.
Yeah.
Oof. We have guys. Okay, hide. We've got Twitch staff here. Run away.
Actual staff?
Yes, I see the spanner. I see the spanner of Twitch staff. We need to run away.
Because 2 is important enough.
Hide the memes. Hide the memes, guys. Hide them all. Okay, and QT just getting prepped before moving on to Samrog CM, arranging their stuff. And guys, this is cool. Do you guys see this? They're running firebrands. And they're do you know what they're going to use this for? They're going to use the elite mantra, right? For stability. To give everyone stability, in addition to obviously Chaos Chronos. I think they're running Chaos Chronos, as we can see there. But as for additional stability, they're going to be running those firebrands, one in each group, making sure they have stability. And Firebrand actually does really hefty DPS as well. It does very, very strong DPS. I think the benchmark's over 35k, right? With the virtues.
Plus, those Chaos Chronos are just so good. Like the Aegis stability here. Like I think you mentioned strong earlier. Like it's so useful.
It makes this fight a much less risky, right? Because obviously the risk is you get immobilized in a bad spot, you get knocked down.
Guys, you missed a way more hypey thing.
Wait, what happened?
Power Chrono, man.
Wait, a Power Chrono?
He's playing Power Chrono.
Well, you better not be X-playing. I was going to be pissed.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, good. Interesting. Why do you think they've gone for that? For more CC or something? With a mower? Yeah, another mower?
Yeah.
That means they can have one mower per phase, right? So they have 3 chronos, right? So they can mow every break bar, right? Yeah. Okay, I know what they're going. I see what they're going with. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, it is very cool. So that no problems with the CC there for QT. No problems at all.
Finishing off Missile Overseer, gonna have to do a lot of work to catch up.
Yeah, the lead not too daunting though, not too insurpassable, I should say. Actually, it's QT are gonna get the phase very shortly on Samrog.
It seems that it takes quite a while to start Samrog though initially. The things you have to do previously.
Yeah. There's a bit of role playing. There was a thief there to instantly unlock that. I think.
Yeah.
Some kind of thief.
Blasted cutscene as well.
Yep, and they have to enjoy the cutscene, embrace the cutscene.
Welcome back, Nike.
Ah.
He's always been muted.
But he is in chat.
But I'm back now.
He's back. You've tuned in. It's Wing Force CM's QT versus IA. QT in the lead right now. Just about halfway, a 1/3 of the way through Samrog CM. IA just starting Samrog CM. There was a bit of a situation with IA having a bit of a lead, but they actually wiped on Masa Overseer CM. On 1% or something, which is quite unfortunate. No, I mean, yeah, that's not happiness, okay? That isn't joy, okay? That is not what you want, okay? Not what you want. Okay, well, Brigham being dealt with, and Goldham they're going down, and SC is going to be going in. Oh, SC,
QT, God.
Oh God, sorry guys. Haven't been sleeping so well this week. Okay, been a bit of work to do. Okay, so you gotta give me a little slack here, guys. But nonetheless, QT, not SC, prevailing, pushing forwards into the next phase. There'll be a break bar coming up. You know what's nice? We haven't actually encountered any bugs yet. That feels pretty good, man. It feels good. Okay, that's nice.
In contrast to when this wing first came out, and there was bugs everywhere.
Yeah, we have. Well, there are still a few bugs, but they aren't happening right now, which is very nice. Of course, that's exactly what we want to see. But it looks very safe. It looks very safe and stable for QT. Honestly, I haven't seen any real threat at all. They seem to be dealing with these mechanics pretty much perfectly on CM. They having no issues whatsoever. Haven't even had downsets yet, or any people really getting low. It seems very, very safe. The Aegis uptime from all the firebrands is pretty crazy, right? It's pretty crazy stuff, and
very smooth.
Yeah, very, very smooth. Very, very smooth indeed. They don't seem to be struggling at all. I think IA. I don't think they've exactly caught up either. I think they might even be losing ground. Yeah, they're a player down actually. They only have 8 people. In fact.
Yeah, well, QT, but that means they're gonna have an extra one for Demos, no?
Yeah, they will have an extra run for Demos, so that might make the difference. It will certainly allow them to catch up some time, but will that be enough time? That's the real question. I think the compositions are looking very similar, actually, for Demos. They're both going to be running very standard stuff, like a lot of Weavers. A lot of Weavers and Druids and Warriors and Chronos. Exactly what you expect. And QT phasing Samrog for the second time. Off he goes. Let's go back to both guilds here. Let's have a look at both of them so we can have a better look at what's going on. Yeah, I think both the guilds really have this down. I was kind of expecting this to be one of the more dangerous bosses, actually, but none of the guilds have struggled with it, even in the slightest, actually. It's,
I mean, maybe they both recognize that, so they both kind of perfected it and practiced it just to kind of limit, you know, the amount of mistakes that can happen on this, because the ones that can happen are pretty disastrous, and they really will wipe you pretty quick.
Especially on stuff like Samrog and Demos, those are very long bosses. Right? They both have like very long. Like, you don't want to be losing time on these. You want this to be clean. It needs to be clean.
You really don't want to be losing any focus towards the end.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay. Oh. QT are getting to the last phase. They're just finishing off Rigum. He gets pulled in and he will be slain mercilessly. And that is it. It's just 33% to go for QT, and then it's on to the final boss, and potentially they're advancing onwards in the tournament.
Let's see.
He's doing some kind of weird attack. Samrog's pathing. Beautiful as always.
I mean, IA will have the extra player for Demos. Could end up being very close.
They've lost a lot of time here, though. That's the problem. They've lost a lot of time, you know? They were only about, what, 20% behind at the start, but now they're an entire phase behind.
Well, they weren't behind. They were ahead. It was QT that were 20% behind.
Wait.
And at the start, I killed them first, but then
right at the start.
To one, but
No. I mean, the lead for QT has increased, is what I'm saying. QT was they weren't as far ahead as they are now. They've gained quite a lot, actually. One phase of Samrog with a split phase included, like all the way ahead. That's a lot of time. I think QT is, maybe having a bit of a smart choice on how they've assigned their players in this raid wing. They've done a lot of good work here, and they are pretty much
essentially coming up with good strategies about how to assign players and kind of work within the rules. Like they did this last time as well. Like
exactly.
Have a lot of superior strategies before.
100%. QT's strategizing was really great in the last raid tournament, and that's exactly what we're seeing here as well. It just goes to show that you gotta play by the rules, man. You gotta really think about those rules and fix it to make stuff happen. Yeah, no bias. Well, no. I mean, I'm not. Honestly, like, one of the reasons QT won, though, why they're the reigning champions, was their strategies. Oh yeah, they are a bit trapped, so they need to kill this right now. They better do it quick.
It's gonna go down, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it should. I think it should. Yeah.
It's on.
Nope, there it is.
It looks pretty low.
Yep, they got it. And QT have just got one boss to go. And they're going to be banning the Firebrand and they're banning Firebrand and the Weaver.
Oh.
I guess they're going for Scourge strat on...
Yeah. Wait, is that correct?
Scourge strat.
Yeah, it looks so.
On Demos CM.
Very interesting.
So no Weavers. Okay, I would have expected Weavers. But that is not going to be the case, in fact.
Scourge is a very safe strat. It's not the absolute fastest that you can do, but it is a little bit safer.
I mean, maybe safe is what they need right now. I mean, they do have a great lead anyway.
Yeah, but they couldn't have known they would have a lead. So,
I'm saying, but it could be pretty good anyway.
Yeah.
Scourge is that you can get the one burn on the 4 chains at the start pretty consistently without much effort.
Yes, of course, having all Connie classes makes this really easy. And they don't have to worry about the souls, or they're going to quickly.
Looks like they forgot to.
Yeah, no, they're quickly GGing. No, I think they're quickly GGing. No, I believe they quickly GG'd for cooldowns though.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah, because they're running precog well on the Mesmers, so they want to have time warp as well.
I mean, again, it's not like they can't afford to.
No, bit more delay on. Well, way more delay on Fenix Stream actually. What the hell? No mind, go back to CB. Rip. Never mind, cancel that one, guys. But yeah, they are now starting for real, and IA just finishing the second split phase of Samrog, so there's going to be a pretty significant lead here for QT going into this final boss here. And yeah, as you said, with these Necros, all that barrier spam and epidemic, it should be pretty clean for them, honestly. I mean, it should be pretty damn clean. Obviously, barrier won't save you from not having Aegis, but it certainly will save you from all those prides going in. Their soul is taking a lot of damage, actually. Hopefully they...
I was just about to say, their soul is it's a little bit more damage than you want to take in this phase.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Usually you want to be above 90% on the soul exiting that phase. 95 would be ideal.
Yeah. They do get it. They are fine, though. They're completely fine. They have 8 people still left over for this, so that is a good amount. Not too crazy low, man, which is... Of course, exactly what you want. You don't want to go too crazy. If you do, you might find yourself in a difficult situation, but they are going to be going for a bunch of just pure Condi Fiesta.
At the end of Samrog.
Yep, they're just going to be finishing that up soon. Not too far behind. Maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes. The stuff starts to go
yeah. They seem to be like having a bit of difficulty though. Like Samrog was kind of in the middle of a spear right now.
That CC is really bad. Yeah, they don't have a good. Yeah, they don't have a good position there.
It's gonna be very slow catching up. Like they seem to be losing a lot more time than they can afford right now.
Yeah, they've lost some DPS.
Like, look at the space they have. They have almost nothing.
They have no space, and they can't hit the boss effectively either. Like he's just not. He's not
really not ideal. Like it's taken a long time.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, that's...
Well, if there's one saving grace, the drawback to the Scourge strat on Deimos is that your first 75 or first 25% burn is not nearly as good as what it would be with Weavers.
Yeah, and so IA will be going for Weavers, of course.
QT just having no problem, just doing what they usually do.
Yeah,
taking it down.
Yeah, taking it down. Yeah, right. Are you a really big fan of QT? Is there something? Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, IA is going to be able to finish off Samrog right now, but QT are already working on the first soul here, and this is where
the first epi.
And exactly, this is where things really start to get interesting for the strategy. And now, suddenly, they can start epidemicing everything. And of course, once they get the boss a bit lower, they'll actually get instant epidemic fodder, right? Because there's going to be prides and greeds spawning constantly, right? And they're just going to be able to spam epidemic constantly, and that's when Necro really takes off, right?
I seem to have recovered a bit. Like they're just taking it down, last 5% now.
Yeah.
We'll be moving on to Deimos shortly.
Yep. IA just finishing up, as you said. Just the final moments of Samrog's existence are upon him, and that's going to be a pretty.
Down, but doesn't really.
That's right, and there we go. IA does make some magic happen, and they're going to ban the Soul Beast and the DH. So it's going to be Weavers, of course. They're going to try and play Weavers, but I'm not sure if Weavers can catch them up about 45% HP on Deimos, and that might be a bit of a big ask. Okay, that might be a little bit of a big ask.
Maybe if QT wipe the extra Weaver and the Weavers and the extra player, like maybe they can just push ahead, but I'm not too sure at this point. QT would be quite focused and easily taking it down right now.
Yeah, if QT wipes now, then IA will be actually a pretty significant advantage because of that, as you say, the additional player and Weavers, right? But that would be obviously a huge disaster for QT, but I'm not sure I see it happening. It looks very, very safe. Like, these guys aren't losing. I mean, they don't have Scholar runes, right? But it doesn't even look like they're losing Scholar, you know? Just the constant barrier spam, very, very safe healing, Necros being beefy, epidemicing everything. It looks very safe here. Okay, aside from anything, a little bit silly, like standing on black, it's just it's just not going to happen, right? I think QT.
Are you sure?
Well, I've said that a lot of times, and then and then it happens, But I think I believe, man. I believe. I don't think we're going to see that. Where did the soul spawn? Wow, literally the worst spawn. Nice. It spawned opposite to where the boss was. They're going to have to go over there. Oh, they need to be careful to actually be stacked here. Yeah, this is bad. Yeah. Ooh, one down.
One down?
No, he's up. He's in here. Really bad RNG there for QT. Really, really unfortunate. And they're able to get that sword down. They want to kill him now. They do not want this guy to get another. But yeah, he's already epied. Already epied there.
Really would be a disaster if something was to go wrong right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it would. It would be.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say, him?
What do you mean?
Necro is shit. Elitists hold my beer. Yeah, exactly. The elitists have saved. The elitists have saved Necro, okay? As you can see, it is in much usage in the tournament. Again, another really nice little block there. And now the Epidemic fodder has spawned, guys. The Prides are now in action. They obviously don't want to let that one through, actually. That one might get through, actually. Ooh, nope, it gets moped, I think. Yeah, it died.
Yeah, it seems fine,
Yeah, it's fine. Big DPS will now start to happen, because those little greeds constantly coming in with the Pride, they can consistently Epidemic bounce off that, right? And there he is. Yep, that Pride gets epi to that one's not that one, yeah.
Like on this, like crazy.
Yeah. And Epidemic is one hell of an ability, guys. You have to say that, right? And they're going to be going for 25% now. They need to make sure they...
They're doing a suicide strat.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't see that from our earlier Wing 4. They're actually just going to go... they're going to go for the sacrifice.
If he goes down and instantly GGs, that could give them even more epi fodder, but it doesn't look like he's going to instantly GG. They're going to try to keep him alive.
He's going to try to... I think that's potentially risky, especially with Necros. I mean, with the amount of epis you have... Do you think they're going to try and epi onto the last 10% or something, just to make that go quicker? Because they're going to be getting there very soon.
Might as well. Wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, we're going to be getting in there very, very shortly.
They'll pick the guy down. Oh, his heal just came off. Oh. He's not going to make it, though. He's going to be in down state when they get down to 10%, it looks like.
I think that's okay. They can probably res him, maybe.
Hopefully they don't get the long RP.
Yeah, that would be a bit of a disaster. Okay, he is down. You say?
That Pride does not. If that gets in, that could be potentially trouble, but it doesn't.
Yeah, it seems to be getting a little bit messy.
Yeah,
to be almost triggering our black there.
All right, 10%.
Yeah, it did get a little bit close. It got a bit dicey there with that black goo there. Unfortunately,
yeah,
nearly triggered, but it isn't. And QT are going to be moving on. Yeah.
Their Scourge downstairs did not make it, so they beat short one, but hard to imagine it going wrong at this point.
Yeah, it's potentially scary. It is potentially scary. Right? It is potentially scary, but I think they should be able to handle it. They just need to make sure that this soul gets CC'd, and they should be just fine. And so this is about the same time as the other Wing 4s we saw. They were something like 25 to 28 minutes or something like that, so about the same time as that from QT, so Scourge is not really delaying them in that regard. Which is always good to see. That's always nice, isn't it?
It really is just a very safe option, especially since you're doing challenge mode. You really don't want anything going wrong. Just make it easy for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. That's pretty much going to be it, I think. And just a few more, about 20 seconds or something, and that'll pretty much be the end of Demos. And QT are going to keep their tournament life alive. Oh, they need to get that CC. Oh, they get ported, actually. But, oh, no.
Wait
a minute. Oh, no, it's okay. No.
Nothing
only one proc.
It's 4%. Like.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, you just... Oh, and that's it. That's it.
Easy
QT do it in just under 28 minutes. Wow. Oof. Wow, that'll do it. IA... They weren't able to recover from that wipe. I mean, that must be heartbreaking, man. That is a very, very sad situation. That's very, very sad for...
Very formidable guilds, though.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Just that one wipe that really took IA out of it.
Yeah.
On 1%, like, that really is tragic.
Yeah, it really... 1% wipe. I mean...
Imagine, like, the one or two more Condis picked.
Exactly,
like,
yeah.
Someone did a little bit more DPS, like, God.
Yeah. And that would have been... They would have secured themselves a lead there, but it's going to be in favor of QT. QT will survive, and they're going to be continuously playing tomorrow, guys. So, yeah, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, guys. Okay, let's process those bets. They probably worked, or maybe they didn't. Who even knows?